sir. If y'all joining us in short form right here, we bringing y'all that theme song, the intro, off the hip. Y'all can hit that QR code. It's your boy HD, the authority over there. My brother Razor. Yes, sir. We're gonna be talking to you about the final boss. Do we need him? WrestleMania? Las Vegas? Let's see, chat. How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Let me get a. Had to throw that in there one time.
So this is the topic that I can't recall which Twitter handle I saw it first. If that, I apologize. But it's a question that is surfaced over the weekend. Like, is the final boss truly needed at WrestleMania in Las Vegas? We got a lot going on right now. We got a lot of heavy hitters that are either re-entering the fold or will be back by then. And maybe some new folks along the way as well. Remember, Mania is what, 4.5 months from now? 5 months?
Yeah.
But again, let me ask you, given what we're currently seeing with the current landscape, with at least the Bloodline, for example, is his presence needed among the ranks?
Yes. For me, yes. The reason why, we seen what it did at Bad Blood. It changed the landscape of everything. Not only did it change the landscape, the man's music hit. He stared down the ring. He stared
Shocked
down
the
Roman
world.
Reigns. Shocked the world. Had
Stared
us all
down
talking.
Cody Rhodes. Stared down Roman Reigns. Stared down Jimmy Uso.
While Solo in the stands laughing with Jacob. It's part of the plan. It's part of the plan.
Not only that, what was over that big ass boulder he calls a shoulder?
Oh, that people's
People's
champion.
Champion.
Oh, man. Uh-huh.
And there has been a little scuttlebutt that belt will be defended a couple times, or if they plan on having it be defended.
I felt like it should be defended because it's a leverage piece for somebody to hold over the rock, meaning I own your property. I took something up off of you. I know you hold this dear because who gave it to you. That's the ultimate one up on the person that owns the company. If you can reach that feat and take the people's championship and you become the people's champion, whoa.
Okay, so with that being said, what would be the bigger match for? No, honestly, I can see a world we could probably get both of them, both these matches done. Oh, wait, can we? Let's see. Well, honestly, no. Hear me out. Night one WrestleMania, we do Roman versus Solo, okay? Also, Cody versus Rock. Night two, we get Rock and Roman.
So night one, Cody and Roman. Night two,
No, no, no,
Rocket.
no, 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 no. Night one, Roman and Solo. Also, night one, Cody and Rock.
And then night two have them double down again.
Night two, we just get Rock and Roman. Because I'm of the belief that if the big man's in the fold, we don't necessarily have to have Roman Cody 3 at WrestleMania. If he's in the picture, you can wait till maybe a SummerSlam, maybe a Survivor Series next year. Because if I'm not mistaken, Mania, I think 2026 will be in Indianapolis. I think Indianapolis paid for 3 PLEs, big PLEs.
Could we see a winner take all? Since it's Vegas. Like I feel like they gave us in Philly a bloodline. That was a new match at the time, something
Or
different. I
hmm,
mean, it was nothing more than a no disqualification match, but just to roll out the format of how the bloodline went, the bloodline rules match, I should say, it was kind of like Rock and Roman could say anything.
or also with the subject of Cody and Rock, would that have to be at Mania? Because you got Survivor Series in a couple weeks. There's still time to set that up. Realistically, you could also set something up for the Rumble, plausibly even Elimination Chamber. And I think those are the only PLEs before WrestleMania.
I just feel like the intrigue for me for the Rock is like there's still so much that we could do one on one with the Rock that we haven't even got to, and even team
O-
up wise.
Off the bat, you got Rock Roman, you got Rock Cody, you got Rock Seth.
And yes, that's the one I was thinking about first, Rock Seth, to be honest.
And then also for a first time ever match, believe it or not, shock and awe, Rock and Randy.
Because we
Rock
also,
Cena.
yeah, we got that moment where Seth was about to attack the Rock and didn't Roman spear him?
Mm-hmm. And then let's not forget, we may or may not have the rematch of Rock and Brock in the wings.
And then, spoiler alert, because by the time this drops, I'm assuming it won't be next Monday yet. And some of you guys might have seen what's going on Twitter. The Usos and Sami Zayn went to go help Seth Rollins. So we'll see where Seth, like,
I,
how
mm,
much Seth is poked before he kind of got to re-enter the fold himself. What you thinking?
I'd much rather see Seth on Solo's team
Mm.
because of the simple fact that that's an extra log to throw in the everlasting fire of Seth and Roman. Also, you can throw that. You can steadily throw that in for Seth and Cody as well because Cody can hit him with the "How could you?" and Seth could retort, "How could you side with him?"
Oof.
Much like how KO did with him.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
But
I think anybody that says they don't want the Rock at WrestleMania, like, come on, let's not make this stale, man. It's 2 nights of WrestleMania. Like, there's definite way you can fit the final boss on one.
well,
Last
I'm
year,
saying I
I'd
don't
admit,
want him there. I'm just stating that given the plausible card of what we could get, could we afford to not have him featured?
oh yeah, we've been afforded not to have him the last few years before he's re-entered the picture. But I think it's no denial what he adds to the game, what he adds to the presence, the aura, the vibe. Like he adds, he don't take away. Just when they thought he was gonna take away, when it was Rock versus Roman and Cody had to give up that spot, we get the final boss. We get addition by subtraction. Okay, y'all don't want the gym, just bring it, Rock. Say less.
We get the Cody crybabies. We, we,
Ultimate.
we get my favorite line from his IG. Off is a place you can fuck. We get Rock whooping the dog shit out of Cody with the weight belt.
And I'm not gonna lie, that was some of the best WWE programming. Like in terms of, there was people that was blur, like felt like they was blurring the lines of reality. Like, whoa, they still, oh,
I mean, no pun intended. He's the man in charge. You go tell the man that signed your check what he can and can't do.
hmm. So like, come on,
But with Rock back in the picture, it's unfortunate that Triple H can't have no part in it
right? I agree.
because those two again. If those in chat, if you please look up their work in years past. You talk about Brett and Sean having magic together. Rock and Triple H, magic.
I mean, even down to the later year when we got the tease with Ronda Rousey and Rock and Steph and Triple H. And then
Or
we got the Ronda and Kurt Angle instead.
even later down the road where it was I want to say it was a random SmackDown, and Rock pulls up, and him and Triple H are in the office area. Stephanie McMahon steps aside because they're all going to go out, have dinner, whatever, just catch up, and they're just passive aggressively just taking shots or whatever, and you can see in their face that they legit feel some type of way about each other. It's deeper than just business.
Even WrestleMania 40 press conference, Rock's the way he got in his face. You better fix this shit.
Uh-huh.
It kind of felt like, oh shit, I want to see how Triple H reacts to him. You know what I'm saying? Like the old cerebral assassin.
And Triple H is going, "You're lucky I got the pacemaker in. Otherwise, I'd be in your ass right now."
Yeah.
But then again, I can see a world in which Triple H comes out, and this is probably the most unlikely way of doing it, but we won't hear "Time to Play the Game." We won't hear "King of Kings." Imagine if we hear the theme to Evolution.
Man.
We haven't heard that in over about 10 years, maybe longer than that. And if we hear that with Triple H and Randy coming out, and we build up Randy and Rock, WWE's the two first third generation wrestlers they've ever had.
Nah, that'd be, yeah. Whew.
And this is a match that's literally 20 years in the making.
They've never locked horns, right?
Never, no. Well, they one time, WrestleMania 20, where it was Evolution versus Rock and Sock Connection.
Wow.
That was it. At the
That's
Garden.
That's not enough. That's not enough.
Only time.
They had to do that whole WrestleMania over. You talk about same Goldberg and Lesnar Mania? Yeah, they right there. That whole Mania is done
that
over.
very
Yeah.
same Mania.
Yeah. Yep.
The same Mania where we got one of the greatest triple threat matches of all time. The same match or Mania where we got an absolute classic with Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero. So many memorable matches.
Yeah. Everything bad from the pay-per-view we got to redo.
But again, but also again, I don't think Cena. I think no, Cena was on the following Mania because that's when he won his first championship.
Mm.
But again, just if we hear Evolution's theme one more time and it involves The Rock in a program, I'm set. That's about as good as we're gonna get as Hogan coming out to Voodoo Child.
Nah, you can't go wrong. That's what I was saying earlier with Danny Bryan's situation. I was more on the side of seeing Evolution versus but that was a whole different conversation. We could save that for another sidebar topic, WrestleMania 30. You know what I'm saying, when we go down the route. But yeah, for me, the final boss I say that's a go. I say that's somebody you might, because especially like the Audible, one thing I'm saying watching wrestling for as many years, I'm 33 years old. I remember maybe 1995, my father holding me in his arms, trying to scare me with the Undertaker's music and turning the lights off. Like we've been watching that far. You know what I'm saying? So seeing everything and how this man can pivot off of what the crowd is doing, come back with a new setup for his character, and within weeks, and every week is a new layer. Like I'm beyond that final boss. We seen the $500 shirt cut down. Oh shit, we getting vibes.
Like the Versace vest in this image right here.
Yep. Then we get the little changes to the music, the
The remix
demeanor.
of Hollywood Rock's theme.
Yeah, like oh man, to the
The
point that
WrestleMania 19 theme, essentially.
I'm gonna be honest too, and this is probably a hot take. After listening to both of them in person, this new OTC music, I enjoy it, but not as much as the first Tribal Chief music. That's one. Two, I feel like the way that the final boss might have switched his music might have influenced a Roman switch up for the way that it is now with the doo doo doo.
Yeah, so
But
the drums in the opening is probably the only thing that's better about the original song.
yeah, and but outside of that, it's kind of like I think the first one was better, but like you said, that addition of like it gave me a final boss vibe. Like, okay, he added to it.
Yeah, here
So
comes him.
again, influence. The final boss feel like he creates influence. Like, you know what I'm saying? What we was mentioning on a whole different topic earlier, when Roman first came back, he kind of still had like a remix of the Shield music. You know what I'm saying?
Remix, hell, it was a Shield music. It's just the
Yeah, just
instrumental.
without the yeah, basically. So yeah, Chad, give us your thoughts on, you know what I'm saying? Where do y'all feel the final boss, The Rock, finds a place on WrestleMania 41? Does he even have a place on 41? Do you think, like Razor said, we got Cena's retirement tour coming up? We could potentially get a last Goldberg match at WrestleMania. There's
We have maybe a Brock coming back,
a lot of things on the table.
but I think you and I are both in agreement that I wouldn't say that he's not needed, but he's a necessary attachment to the show.
Oh yeah. And it's always, to me, it's always good not knowing now at this stage, like you said, there's so much going on that the excitement when he does pull up at the end of the Bad Blood PLE, it was done so well, like in my opinion.
And as fans, we love the unexpected.
And it's so as well as he's healthy and available, because the best ability is availability. We don't even need the actual match. Like he could just appear at WrestleMania, right? Set up next year's Mania.
Yeah, or it could be like I think this also might have been was it WrestleMania 30 when he had the match with Eric Rowan when he's playing with that big ass flamethrower.
Yeah, and it was a 7-second match. He just rock bottomed them. Bow, one,
Yeah,
two,
just
three. You
ripped off
mount.
the pants, pulled out the elbow pads from his tights, and he's good to go.
Yeah. What they like to call them, an impromptu match.
Yeah.
Kind of like when Cena was sitting at ringside trying to bait Taker for that match.
Yep, and he just having a couple beers.
Yeah, which probably might have been the reason he lost that match. He looking a little slow.
You a little turnt. I mean, those are
Man,
bigger than a pint. And he's been known to drink many folks and many Samoans under the table.
man. That's a sidebar fun moment. Imagine if like they'll put in WWE game and like let's say they relive Taker's moments again. He's beating Cena, but you got to play as Cena or like with his vision blurred because he's had these
Like in
beards from
GTA.
ringside. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A little distorted vision from having a couple brews over at ringside. Man, it'll be some nice little fun callbacks right there in the video game for them. But yeah, anything you want to finish on with the final boss before we get on to our next segment?
No, if Chad has any other sidebar questions this topic, I'll be happy to address them should they bring them up.
All right, yeah, chat. We need y'all in the chat to stay active with us, man. Cause you know what I'm saying? When I say we, that's y'all included. We make this shit go round. So you know what I'm saying? We gonna definitely keep an eye for your comments and stick with us, cause we gonna get to the final segment. It is gonna be brand warfare. So stick around, y'all.